Good day. Chief here for Chief Tells Tales. I just got home from vacation 2 days ago, or 2 nights ago, on Wednesday night. I was in the Ukraine and heard the tragic news from a Ukrainian female while I was riding the train overnight from Warsaw to get to Kiev about Charlie Kirk and all. And then, of course, the backlash from somebody, I'm not going to mention his name, you know who he is, who outright lied who the shooter was and got canceled. And, of course, everybody's blaming Trump. But it's within the power of the FCC to do what they did because, believe it or not, the military also falls under the FCC. Being a young sergeant and going to NTC, National Training Center in Fort Irwin, California, for the first time in my career. Of course, I was mostly a radio operator because I was a liaison between Brigade TOC and our MI battalion that went out, parts of it that went out. So I was warned that I could not curse. I could not use controversial language. I could not use slurs or any other thing like that because, believe it or not, even though I'm supposedly talking over secure radio, that doesn't mean that somewhere in the far distance, due to the atmospherics, if you know anything about radio communications, it's a straight line or not a straight line. It can bend, it can curve, it can bob, it can weave, and lo and behold, somebody can pick it up, just like my AM/FM radio when I was a young teenager was picking up police traffic now and then in my neighborhood. All of a sudden, my radio would have a police officer speaking, and I'd be like, "Oh, bleed over." So this is going to be a short one. No, the FCC took that guy's power away. Wasn't our president. Maybe it was his suggestion. Who knows? Who really cares? It's just that words have meaning. Words have power. And sometimes when you tell a falsehood or an outright lie, there are consequences to that issue. I mean, I didn't hear any horror stories while I was in the military career about the FCC coming to a military base and saying, "Oh, we had so-and-so talking on the radio and he was using curse words right and left." Never had that rumor or that kind of a story, but the possibility's out there. So, and of course, like I said, you're talking over radio. It bounces, it bobs, it weaves. Someone's going to pick it up. Maybe, who knows, maybe even years from now when it bounces off and bounces right back. Because from what I understand, a lot of our television or programs and stuff like that are supposedly traveling the universe, and someday somebody will pick them up again. We've seen that in a couple of our science fiction TV shows about how they're intercepting things from the past, so to speak. So the Federal FCC, Federal Communications Corporation, whatever it's called, governs even the military. We have to watch our mouth, so to speak. So that's about all I'm going to say about that. There ain't not much else to say. People can say what they want to say. They can believe what they want to believe. But it's a government organization, federal. And so they monitor speech. And their rules are speak the truth. Don't speak falsehoods. Don't speak lies. You'll get in trouble. Now, will a lot more people get in trouble? We'll see. Do I really care? I don't care. Because we know which side they're on. And I don't want to get political, so I'll just end it there. So, Federal Communications Corporation, Commission, whatever. I can't think of it right now. My mind is still tired. As you can see, I'm a little shaggy too. I tried to get a haircut before I went on my vacation, but I just didn't quite make it. So this is Chief out. Remember, if you ever talk on a radio, even like the old ham radios and the old CB radios that the truck drivers have, they talk on the open airways too. They gotta watch their mouth too. I mean, some of them can probably curse up a storm and probably not get in too much trouble because they're not excuse me, they're not speaking to a wide audience. So if you're gonna speak to a wide audience, watch your mouth. Don't lie. So, freedom is not free. And that's it for the FCC and how it infects the military.